Hey guys, so for this tutorial, instead of doing voiceovers, I'm actually going to speak in real time and try that out for my tutorial. So let me know in the comments how you like it. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using Brunette Velvet and color Indigo Velvet, using a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook, and then of course my scissors. So for this durag, you're going to begin off creating a slip knot. After you've created your slip knot, go ahead and chain up 56. So now that we've created our chain of 56, you're going to add 1 and double crochet into the 5th chain from your hook. So that's going to count as your double crochet and a chain as well. From there, you're going to chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet into the next stitch. Again, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch. This is what it should look like so far. You're going to continue this sequence until you get to the very last chain. Okay, so I have 2 chains left to complete. I'm going to do the same thing, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into that last chain. Again, chain 1, and now insert another double crochet into that last chain. Last time, chain 1 and insert another double crochet into that same last chain. So in the last chain, there should be a total of 3 double crochets and 2 chains. Working on the opposite side, you're going to continue the same sequence of doing chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. So this is going to be the top of the durag where we created the increases. And this is what your work should be looking like so far. And here's the bottom of the durag. For the next row, you're going to chain up 4, turn your work, skip 1, and double crochet into the double crochet from your previous row. You're going to continue the same sequence as we did for the last round until you get to the center point of our increases. Okay, so now we have made it to the second double crochet of our increase from our previous round. So you're going to chain 1, skip 1, and insert into that middle double crochet and add a double crochet. Chain 1, into that same stitch, you're going to add another double crochet. Chain 1 for the last time, and add the last double crochet into that center double crochet stitch. So in that 1 double crochet, there should be 3 double crochets and 2 chains. Now you're going to continue to do chain 1, skip 1, double crochet for the remainder of the round. Okay, so we have now finished off round 2. So here's the top point of the durag, moving on to the bottom, and this is what it should be looking like. And if you are to fold it in half, you're going to be able to see the curve creating. This is why we are creating increases at only that center point. So for the very last round of increases, you're going to do the exact same thing that we did on round 1 and round 2. So you're going to chain up 4, work double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet along the side. And then this very center stitch, this double crochet right here, you're going to have 3 double crochets and 2 chains. And then same thing along this side of chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. I'm gonna meet you guys back here after I finish out my round 3. Okay, so I'm finishing up round 3. And this is what it should be looking like so far. Here is the top of our do-rag with a point onto the bottom. So what you're gonna be noticing is it's pretty much just a really long bra cup. So for the next 6 rounds, there will be no more increases. You're just going to continue to chain up 4 at the beginning of the round, skip 1, double crochet into the next, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next, along the entire round, and do that 6 times for a total of 6 more rounds. Hey y'all, so I wasn't really planning on getting on the camera, but I did want to demonstrate and show you guys it on my head. So you now have a total of 9 rounds, 3 rounds of increases, 6 rounds of no increases. So this is what you should have so far, and you can see how we've created our curve. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my head and show you guys what it should look like so far. That's what you should have so far. We're gonna go ahead and finish off the last few rows, and we are almost complete. We're gonna go ahead and clean up the bottom with single crochets. So now we're going to work along where we had the chain 4 from the previous rounds. So from your double crochet from round 9, you're going to chain 1, insert 2 single crochets into each either double crochet or chain space. Okay, so now our bottom looks much more clean. We're going to go ahead and tie this off. So I go ahead and chain 2, pull up a loop, grab my scissors, and pull that knot tight. So this is where we are at now. So we have our top arc, the body, and then the bottom. nice, clean, and straight edge, which is why I like to add that bottom single crochet. So now we have our yarn detached from our do-rag, and you're going to perfectly fold it in half. There should be a chain in the very center and then a double crochet on each side. So from the very first double crochet on each side, you're going to count down 11 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I have already stitch marked mine, and then you're going to flip and count down the exact same way until you get to 11 on this side. Go ahead and stitch mark those 2 points, and then you can fold up your do-rag and move it to the side for just a second. So now we're gonna grab our working yarn again, slip knot, then complete a total of 110 chains. This is going to be for our tie. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up our do-rag once again, and starting at either side of the 11th double crochet down, you're going to begin working half double crochets into each stitch around until you make it to the other side. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, and pull through 2, like that. And then you're also going to half double crochet into the chain stitches as well. So now we're gonna half double crochet into that very last stitch. Now from there, we're gonna also complete 110 chains. Okay, so I have now created 110 chains. I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 more to this side. This chain 2 will not count as a half double crochet. You can go ahead and take your stitch markers off. We will no longer need them. So this is what it should look like right now. Okay, so this is what your work should look like right now. So we have our 9 rows of our chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. We have 1 row of half double crochets. Then on both sides of those half double crochets, we have 110 chains. So for the remainder of this do-rag, we are just creating the width of our ties. So from the last side that we were working with, make sure your chain is straight so your work is not turning. you're going to go ahead and chain 2. This chain 2 will not count as a half double crochet. Turn, and then half double crochet into the 3rd chain from your hook. Then you're going to complete half double crochets all the way around until you get to the other side of this chain. Okay, so we have completed our first round of half double crochets completely. This is what the top of your do-rag should be looking like. And then our tie should be complete with 1 half double crochet on both tie ends. So now we're just going to add 1 more complete row of half double crochets, starting from the end of one tie side to the other, and then we're going to add in the ribbing here. That is going to be the last thing that we add to here. So I'm going to go ahead and complete the half double crochet off screen, join you guys back to show you how to achieve your ribbing here. So we have now completed the complete body of the do-rag. So we have a total of this is 9 and this is 3, so we have a total of 12 rows. So this is what it should be looking like. Then you have your split for your tie. So now with the right side out, we're going to complete a ribbing. Make sure that your do-rag is perfectly folded in half. And we're going to begin working where the beginning chain was. So we're going to insert our hook right in the middle. So fold it in half and insert your hook right in the middle. To grab some working yarn, create a slip knot, put it onto your hook, and chain 1. So while editing this video, I realized that a clip had got cut out where I was actually single crocheting the ribbing around the do-rag. So for that part, after you chain 1, you're just going to simply do 2 single crochets into each space. So there's 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, all the way around while it is folded in half. So there's single crochets all around here until we got to the second to last half double crochet, and that's where the last single crochet was placed. So after all your ribbing is complete and you have cut off all the excess yarn, you have now completed your do-rag project, and this is what it should look like. Thank you so much for tuning into this tutorial. I hope it was easy enough for you to understand. If there is questions, make sure to comment down below and I will reply back to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you on the next video.